Hey everyone. So what is your life's purpose? What are you driven to? What good do you need to do in the world? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What do you do best? What kind of healing can you bring to this world? What kind of good can you do in this world and can you share with everyone? What gifts can you share with the world and the universe? I want you to look at each pile. Take a moment to take a few deep breaths with me here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Center and ground yourselves here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Nice, long, deep breath in. Exhale, release. Okay. It's time now to use your intuition to choose the pile that is for you. Repeat to yourself in your mind, what is my life's path? Repeat that over and over as many times as you like. Feel free to pause the video here if you want to. And you can choose from pile number 1, which has the tiger's eye. Pile number 2, amethyst. Pile number 3, opalite. Pile number 4, hematite. And pile number 5, selenite. Oh, I just realised we've got all the ites going on. Okay, so choose your pile now. Once you've chosen your pile, go to the description box below to find the timestamp allocated to your chosen pile. Then just skip on over to your pile reading. Thank you so much. Okay, pile number 1. Those of you who have chosen pile number 1, what is your life's purpose? We'll start with the oracle cards first, as they are the first ones I chose. So we have the sacrifice card, temptation, which is the devil in traditional tarot, emotional withdrawal, recognition and reward. Okay. To the tarot next, as they were the next ones that I pulled. Eight of Swords in reverse. 2 of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. 8 of Pentacles. And the Tower in reverse. Wow. Okay, so before I go any further, even showing the rest of the cards, I feel you work within the emergency services, or you work within crisis. I even see prison here. You could work within a prison. You could be a prison guard, prison officer. So I feel like whatever it is you do, you work with things that sort of can be quite maybe traumatizing, and you have to emotionally withdraw in order to be able to deal with these crisis type situations. I feel like this is very physical, and that you're a really good person to have on hand in a crisis. Like, you are cool, calm and collected, and you're just that person that everyone needs to have in their life to lean upon when things get really rough, because it's like everything just falls into place for you when sort of bad shit happens. I don't know, that's what I'm getting here. But even you could be a fireman. Like, I see some, you're either a fireman or you're saving people, you're putting out fires all over the place, So again, you could be a policeman, work within the services, or even the armed forces. But definitely there's conflict. So even, you could maybe work in social services. You could work with people with special needs, people that have addictions. You could be some sort of support worker or a drugs and alcohol counsellor. somebody that deals with human struggle. So I think you're a very empathetic person, pile number one. I think that you are empathetic and kind and compassionate, probably because you've dealt with some trauma in your life in the past. Is actually what I'm seeing here. I think you've experienced crisis yourself, maybe in early childhood, maybe throughout your teenage years. You've definitely been through some stuff. Maybe you've witnessed family members going through certain things, maybe to do with drugs and alcohol, some kind of abuse. But one way or the other, you've come out stronger and you've learned from your experiences, and you're now able to pass that information on to others, in the work that you do. And if you're not already within that sector of things, then I think you could be moving forward, or certainly think about moving forwards within that, because I think that you're the type of person that would be stifled, in something that was kind of mundane, office-like. It's like you need to have things sort of constantly moving. You could also be a lawyer. It's potentially what I'm getting here. You're dealing with people that are crossing the boundaries, within the legal system. But you're definitely having to sacrifice a lot of yourself in order to do the kind of work that you do. I'm getting that very caring sense about you. Let's see what we have here as well. Okay. Medicine Guardians, Shapeshifters, Shoalin. I don't know how you say that. Shaolin. I'm usually quite good at pronouncing things. Shaolin Master. And Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Be graceful in movement and action. Transform and unveil your gifts. Be open to healing information. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like there's, whatever you're doing, there is some sort of a conflict or fight. You could be a humanitarian. This could be something that you do sort of on the side. Maybe this is your passion. Maybe this is your driving force. I feel like you are the leader of humanitarian action or something. It's like you are the one that's sort of maybe sometimes behind the scenes. You could be the one giving orders with the King of Wands in reverse there and the Two of Wands in reverse. You could be a little bit bossy in nature, but we need people like that to get shit done, especially in times of crisis. We need people that just get on with it. Sometimes you have to be ruthless in order to make things happen for the best. So that's what I'm definitely getting that sense with you. I feel like you're a very, very strong character. You've been through a lot, but you are a person that does put the work in. You do. And I just have to say, I'm so grateful on behalf of all the work that you do for the good of this world and the universe, because, like I said, you are an integral part of uniting us all together. Like I said, if it wasn't for people like you in times of crisis, well, people would be remaining in crisis for far longer. So in times of hardship, I feel like you are there. I also feel like you could be good with animals. Maybe you have an affinity with animals. So you could work within that kind of field, but I'm just getting really the sense that it's like the urgency. You are on the scene when needed, when called. You are there on the scene. And I think that, whatever this is, it's a struggle for you. But if you haven't been rewarded for your efforts, you will be. You may receive some sort of Medal of Honor for whatever it is you might be doing, or some sort of recognition. This even could be publicized online in some sort of publication. You could, even write a book or something. But like I said, if you haven't received the recognition and reward already, you will. That's a positive. I can see that this is a positive outcome as well with the Ace of Pentacles. That's almost like an offering of a new start, a new beginning. It's an opportunity. And if you're not already within this area, I think it's time for you to look at the possibilities that you have, because there is so much open to you, and we need people like you to just keep on going and fighting for what you believe in. And you could also be somebody that's a good listener, is what I'm seeing. I feel like you're a good listener, which is also really important for people when they're going through some troubles, hard times, emotionally, mentally. I feel like you are somebody that definitely will sit there and listen and take things on. You may take things on too much, too personally, but I don't feel like you're the type of person to let things fester. I think that you are strong and maybe a little bit fiery. You could be a fire sign. You could also be an earth sign with the pentacles we have there, but or possibly an air sign. But I'm definitely getting a sort of wheels in motion. You're a wheels in motion kind of person. You are a take action kind of person, and you just remember you are appreciated for all the hard work that you do every day, and keep going. And thank you so much. That's all I have for pile number 1 for What is Your Life's Purpose? If you enjoyed, please feel free to give me a like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Okay, pile number 2 with the amethyst crystal. What is your life's purpose? What is your life's purpose? Let's see what the cards reveal. I'm going to start with the oracles because they're what I pulled first. Okay. Triumphant success. I'm going to put that there. Spiritual union. Wow. And the sacral chakra. Oh, this is getting emotional. I feel this already getting... Okay. Let's keep going with the tarot. Let's see, what have we got here? So we've got the... Oh, they were actually this way, sorry. So we've got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, 4 of Swords. Page of Cups. The Moon in reverse. The 8 of Cups. Okay, I'm going to pull the Angels and Ancestors now. So we have the High Priest, intend and create. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experience. Hermit, retreat and recharge. Okay, so what I'm already seeing is that you are creative. You are very creative type of people. Pile number 2. You have that real creative edge. And I feel like whatever your life's purpose is, that you'd like to work with people, maybe even with children. There's definitely lots of emotion that come with your career path or your chosen life's purpose. You're definitely working with something emotional and creative. We've got the sacral chakra card, which is, this can be all about the emotions, but ultimately your creativity, your sexuality. This could be something within those realms. You could be a healer. I feel like you are a person that is good at communication. You're very, very good at communication. And you're a born teacher. We've got the High Priest here. I mean, this is speaking to me so much when it comes to something spiritual. I feel like you are definitely a very, very spiritual person. Pile number 2. If this card presents itself, this is representing a spiritual figure or leader or teacher in your life. Some sort of an aspect of your path that has led you to where you are today. And then if we look at the Hermit card that we've got down here, I mean, you could even be a yoga teacher. You could be somebody within the spiritual community, a spiritual kind of teacher, using meditation, breathing. You could be doing Reiki kind of healing. Definitely this very healing energy that I'm getting here with you. Just know that whatever is happening right here as well, this is a good omen with the great teacher here. Know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences and then share them with others. I think that that's something that you really have been through. I think you have learned, maybe you've been hurt in the past. You've been hurt, you've gone through a lot, but you've learned from these past hurts. And now it's time for you to pass on the knowledge that you've learned and to share them with others and help others to heal in the way that you have, in a creative way. So this could be you using YouTube. You could be using YouTube or broadcasting in some format to help others and guide others. But you could be doing this physically as well. I don't know. I feel like if you're not, you definitely have the potential to do that. I mean, we all have that potential to help. Especially with the internet and social media mediums at our fingertips, that there's so much that we can use, and I think it's important to utilize that. I do think you might be confused about what you want to really do with your time and your life. I mean, with the moon in reverse, I feel like you have options, and I think you're trying to almost pin down something that's going to stick. I feel like you definitely know you want to help people. You know that you have these sort of intuitive healing powers. You know that you have the potential to do anything you like, but it's almost like I think you could be good at a lot of things, but it's narrowing it down, trying which one is going to work the most, which one is going to benefit people, for their highest good in the best way, and also benefit yourself. I definitely see that this is going to be a success. So whatever it is you are planning to do, again, whether it's spiritually, you feel you going to be teaching, or maybe you're a carer, you work within the caring industry. You could be, whether it is traditional or non-traditional with the NHS. The NHS, I'm living in Britain, so it's the NHS, but just healthcare system, or so you could be a nurse or a doctor, or but I feel like this is definitely more along the spiritual route. So you could be on the holistic side of things, practicing Reiki kind of healing, crystal healing, said meditation, yoga. There's a million different types of healing, Bowen therapy. There's so many possibilities. Even tarot reading, giving advice and listening in turn. You certainly have that innate quality about you. Where people just will open up to you. You're a deep thinker, and people like that because they want to listen, to what you also have to say, because you spend so much time listening to others. You absorb so much, and you've got a lot of useful information to share with people and a lot of life experience to share. But I still feel like you've got this young at heart vibe. So either you're very young at heart, or you can connect with people that are young at heart as well. Definitely get this very young vibe about Chopin number 2, and it's all good. It's like, yeah, absolutely utilize that. It's like you're an old soul with a young mind. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but it's like, I don't know, maybe you've been through something in your past life that you've learned from, and you could have been a healer in your past life, and then naturally, as you've moved on to this life, it's sort of coming with you. Maybe you've blocked it out, and you're getting to a place where it's time to set it free. But I also see here with, this card almost looks like Jesus, like he's representing Jesus, and then underneath we've got almost like the chapel here with the 3 of Pentacles. So this could be, and obviously here as well with the 4 of Swords. So this could be religious. You could be, somebody that marries people. You could be a priest or priestess, or we've got the high priest there as well, of course. Duh. I mean, come on. So you are definitely, I think you are somebody that is really, truly, truly spiritual. So in whatever format that is, you're spiritual, and you know that. And you can utilize that, you can help people. Being that kind of compassionate and kind person that is willing to help people, and you're not selfish with it either. You're very much a giver, sometimes maybe too much. You might sacrifice yourself sometimes, but I think you're going through a period of reflection and actually taking some time for yourself and realizing that you do need this time for yourself, especially if you're going to give so much to others. in turn, you need to be able to look after yourself and have some rest and rejuvenation. So you can be, in your sort of best form, top form, so you're able to help others. But you have to be able to help yourself first. So don't neglect yourself. Don't neglect yourself here, pile number 2. Look after yourself just as much as you look after others. And this is all going to come back round in one circle here. Because, you're helping others and in turn they're helping you. And it's what, you're not doing, I know you're not doing things in order to receive things, but that is the natural cycle of the universe. That is what happens. If you act from a giving place and you believe that you are a giver, you believe you are abundant, that's what you will attract back into your life also. So it'll just be an amazing, healing, happy circle going on for here, you pile number 2. You just need to have trust in yourself, trust in your higher power, okay? Trust in your higher power. We've got this lovely spiritual dove here, which I always see as such a pure vision with the white dove. And this could be about receiving answers to prayers. So I think your prayers have been answered, or your prayers are going to be answered. Whatever it is that you are looking to do, whichever avenue you choose to go down, your prayers are going to be answered. You just need to take that time for yourself. Trust in your innate abilities to help and to heal. Okay, thank you so much, pile number 2. If you liked, please feel free to like, subscribe and share my video. You might want to share it with a friend or a family member that, just might feel like having just a little bit of fun as well. It doesn't always have to be so heavy, It can just be a bit of fun. So if you enjoyed it, please feel free to share. And thank you so much for watching. Lots of light and love to you, pile number 2. Okay, those of you who chose pile number 3, here is your reading for What is My Life's Purpose? We had the opalite. And I will pull the oracle cards first, as they are the first ones that I have chosen. Okay, let's see. Suffering and silence. Financial and material changes. Put that there. Fertility. The waiting game. Tarot, the lovers. Woohoo. Okay, the 9 of Wands. The Star. 4 of Cups. 7 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. And the Hierophant. Wow, goodness. And then we have, for the angel and ancestors, we have Sage, be devoted and committed. Air Guardian, shift your perception. And then Seer, see beyond the current situation. Okay. I see beauty here. I feel like you could work within the beauty industry, maybe within health and well-being, but also like a teacher. So maybe you're somebody that teaches people within the beauty community. Maybe you're a YouTuber, a beauty YouTuber. Definitely something, or you like to create art. You are creative. You could be an artist of any kind. But you're also very, very intuitive, that I'm getting here with the Hierophant. We've got the Star, which is very spiritual. So you're a very spiritual person, I feel like. But I also think that you have your hand in too many pies. Maybe not too many pies, but I think you're actually good at a lot of things. I think you're very adaptable, pile number 3. I think you... I think you know that you've got a lot of strings to your bow. There's a lot that you can do. You are intuitive as well. So I think you know what your talents are and where your passions lie. And I think you definitely either like to work in a team, maybe you're in a partnership. I think you need to raise your vibration. in order to see what is in front of you, because I think you're not seeing something clearly here about what could be. Maybe you could be lacking confidence in something, or maybe just lacking that focus and drive and attention to just one thing. I think that you have, like I said, a lot of talents, but you are just not sure which way to go. But you have a lot of intuition, and I think what this is telling me is that you need to change the way that you think. You need to change the way that you see things, because I think there is a clear path in front of you that you are maybe you're not seeing, because you're too focused on all the other million things that you've got going on. And I think you need to zone it into just that one thing. Start with one, focus on that, put all of your energy and effort into that one thing, and then start to branch out onto other endeavors. Because either way, you're spreading so much beauty within the world, whether that's physically, mentally, or emotionally. I feel like you have a big heart, a really big heart. I feel like you're emotional. You're a hard worker as well, is what I see. You are incredibly hardworking, and you're an excellent teacher. You have just this way of explaining things to people. That's why what I was drawn to was, even being, like I said, doing makeup tutorials or something. I don't know why, but also beauty tutorials, hair, nails, could be anything. It doesn't even have to be anything like that. This could be yoga. You could be a fitness instructor. You could work within the fitness industry. You could be a personal trainer, somebody that helps people get in shape. But you just have this way of explaining things that, not everyone does possess that quality to be able to explain things in detail and with patience. And I think you have that drive and determination. It's just about narrowing your focus. It's just narrowing the focus here and going, right, what is going to be the best route for me? But I think this is telling me no matter what you do, you will prosper. Because I feel this energy, you always land on your feet, pile number 3. You do not stay knocked down. You may struggle at times, like we all do, but I feel like you don't let yourself sort of sit there and struggle and get into a depression. I don't see that. I feel like you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, you carry on, and you start imparting that wisdom, onto others, and you sort of get through hard times. You get through shit by putting in work and putting in effort and seeing how can you turn your life around. You're not a lazy person who sits around just watching what could be done. Like, you take action, which is a really, really great great quality to have in a person. That's you're making a really important step and marker on this earth. By making these forward movements, by making the world a more beautiful, more harmonious place, I certainly feel that with you, that you are there, you are here to help guide people, but also here to give advice for people. But ultimately, I see, your life's purpose is to put in action and to bring beauty into this world. Even, I feel like, whether that's beauty physically in a career stance, or be a mother or a father, be a parent, it's not gender specific, but I feel like you are a born nurturer, and if you either have children already, or you're going to have children, or you're going to adopt children, or work with children, or just work with younger people, or people that just need your nurturing help and compassion, because you have that sort of stunning quality, and you're an excellent manifester. If you're into the law of attraction, then you need to just keep going, because you're a manifesting machine. You are manifest like crazy, I'm telling you. You give birth to this world. You are the creator. Okay, you are certainly manifesting growth. There is growth on the horizon for you, pile number 3. So all you need to do is just narrow out that vision a little bit, block out some of the external distractions, shit that you don't need, that's not useful to you right now, and just take one clear road. You know, don't forget about any of this stuff, because you're passionate about so many things, which is amazing. But what can happen is you can get lost in being passionate for so many things. You can also burn out, is what I'm seeing. I think that you can burn out a little bit because you don't take much time to rest. Just throwing yourself in at the deep end, like you just, you know, there isn't much stop with you. It's all go, 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 which I said is important. So I think that drive and determination is what's going to get shit done for you and for the betterment of the people around you, the people that you come into contact with. You know, you make dreams happen. You put things into fruition. So just keep doing whatever it is you're doing, because it, you know, one way or the other, you know, you will learn on the path that you go along. So even if you choose one direction, you narrow in, you go this way, this one doesn't work out, this is the beauty of it, you have so many other things you're good at. So if that one doesn't work out, you go, okay, you move on to the next thing and the next thing until something sticks, until you are then successful at something. But I think you're going to be passionate at, you're going to be successful with quite a lot of these things. But there'll be one major thing. There will be one thing that really shoots you potentially into stardom. I feel like you could become famous if you are somebody that has a talent of some kind. You could be an entertainer. You could be, like I said, you could end up being a famous person on social media, on YouTube. You have that star quality about you. You have that charisma, and people are drawn to you for that. So use those charismatic qualities that you have within you, pile number 3, and create beauty within this world. Thank you so much for watching this, pile number 3. If it resonated, please give me a like, share, or subscribe to my channel. And if you did like it, please share it to maybe a friend or family member who might enjoy it also. Thank you very much. Okay, for those of you who chose pile number 3 with the Hermatite crystal, what is your life's purpose? I'm going to start with the oracle cards because they're the ones that I pulled first. So we have new beginnings, the third eye chakra card, the base chakra card, and then the awareness chakra card. Okay, I'm going to pop that back up there. Okay. So far, I'm definitely feeling like communicative. I feel like this is about communications. Okay, so we have the Hermit, 4 of Wands, Temperance, Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups in reverse, and then the 10 of Cups. We then have the angels and archetypes, angels and ancestors. The Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Knight, be brave and honest. Father Sky, trust in the unknown. Okay, so I'm definitely getting, this is about, your job was definitely about communication. I'm actually seeing, are you a party planner, a wedding planner? You could be, I definitely feel like you are somebody, an organizer, an events organizer. I'm getting marriage. I'm definitely getting sort of engagement or a cause for happy celebrations. You're somebody who could be good at sales. I feel like you've got that kind of sales charisma. You've got, like, you could talk anybody into anything. And then with the nine of Cups here, this just speaks to me that, yeah, exactly. You are right. You know, you're confident in what it is that you do. And you bring smiles to people's faces, like within this work. This could be humanitarianism. You could be an advocate for, like, I see sort of working outside, bringing people together. And I feel like you're somebody that has the ability to not only look at the bigger picture, but also zones in on the small details of things. You know, looks at the balance of things, and almost has this, you have an optimistic mindset. You could also work in the sort of selling and buying of homes, like real estate or You know, this is definitely about almost people having new beginnings, and you being a person that helps to bring and make that happen. You're the person that sort of brings things together, brings things to completion. And you definitely have this compassionate, kind quality about you, pile number 4. I also see justice here. Maybe if you've been longing for justice, I feel like this is a message that you need to know that universal energies are working to bring everything back into order. So you don't need to force anything through. You don't need to force anything through. You do not need to force anything through with your will. And look, if you've made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them. Okay, so you can align yourself with improving this situation that you find yourself in, okay? If you are feeling needed to defend yourself or your spiritual path at this time, just back down and let it protect you, okay? Let it protect you. It's okay to be vulnerable here, especially maybe within this line of work, whether you are buying and selling houses, event organising, planning things. You could be sort of a professional organiser. This could be something, again, a little more serious when it comes to humanitarianism. You know, or like the bigger cause. You could be, you know, an environmentalist, or, you know, somebody who's looking to bring peace within the world. This reading is definitely telling me that you are so strong and powerful. You will overcome your limitations here. I can promise you that. This is incredibly, incredibly powerful. And you need to just realize your potential. In order for you to realize your full potential there, okay, in order for that to truly occur, you need to step up and do what needs to be done. You know, you could be facing some sort of opportunity. It could be relating to your past, all about bringing closure to maybe a situation that's been haunting you. Okay, but it's time to get out of the shadows. You may need to heal something from the past. This could be maybe relating to a father figure, somebody older than you. Whether they're in heaven or they're here on earth. If they're in heaven, this is a message to tell you that everything is okay, and to let go of the healing, let go of the hurt from the past. And if this person is still on this earth, you know, it's time to maybe reconcile and heal something that you've been dealing with, because maybe that's what's sort of, it could be holding you back from your life's purpose. And, you know, that's something, again, that you can grow from, is learning the lessons, going through certain things, going through traumatic events, going through emotional experiences. And that can really help to shape you, and in turn will help you to fulfill your life's purpose. You know, I think that it's very much about bringing people together, is what I'm getting with you. In whatever capacity that is, you like to be surrounded with people. You're very much a people person, and you know, it's you. This is all about uniting. You're a person that likes to unite. Your life's purpose is to unite people in happiness and celebration. Okay, so take that however you like it, pile number 4. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. I very much appreciate it, as much as I appreciate you for being the kind of generous, uniting, friendly person that you are, pile number 4. So thank you so much. Take care. Okay, for those of you who chose pile number 5, this one is for you. We had the selenite on there. It's one of my faves, that one. I'm going to put that there, actually. Okay, so what is your life's purpose, pile number 5? I'm going to say those last. I'm going to pull the oracles first, as they are the ones that I drew first. Okay, so we have prosperity begins, power, deception and envy, movement, choices and decisions. Oh. Power, get back in there, power. Who do you think you are? fulfillment of wishes, and emotional loss. What is your life force? Or your life's purpose, rather. Pile number 5, Knight of Pentacles. The High Priestess. Knight of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. 2 of Cups. Oh, and the 10 of Swords. Okay. We then have Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Druid, hold the space. Traveler, move in a new direction. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Okay, so pile number 5. What I'm getting with you is that you're very hands-on. Whatever you do for work or whatever you're good at, what your life's purpose is, that it is all about being physically hands-on. Like you use your hands. You know, you could be a masseuse, even an acupuncturist, somewhere within the holistic sense. It doesn't have to be. It could be in the more traditional sense, working for the NHS or your country's healthcare system. But definitely working with your hands is what I'm getting. You're definitely a grafter with your hands, but I think you're more of a free spirit. I think maybe the work you do is with your hands, but it's not like that's all you want to do. I feel like you like working with your hands, but there's something else that comes with it. So maybe if you are a masseuse, or sort of working with your hands, maybe you want to branch out. Maybe you are a Reiki healer or a spiritual healer of some kind, an emotional healer. You're somebody that really loves very intensely. You're passionate. And I think you love to travel. I think maybe you're going through a process of awakening and understanding, maybe, about the amazing qualities that you have and that you want to share with the world. I see some loneliness here within your life, and I think maybe you try and distance yourself in some form. You use travel as a way to distance yourself emotionally from things, but I also think that you really love to travel. You love to see the world. You love to explore the world. And you meet so many different people from different walks of life, and you have so many stories to tell and amazing experiences to share with others, and that's something that's really special, that you can impart your wisdom with people that haven't had the same experiences that you have. And sometimes I feel like maybe you could be traveling alone. You know, I definitely, with this sort of lonely vibe that I'm getting, I feel like even though you're lonely, it's important because it teaches you that you are never really alone, or you always are alone. That's I don't know where that came from. But I definitely get that you are adventurous and you have itchy feet and you do not like to just sit still in one place. You like to keep moving. You know, you think you have times and you want stability, but I think you feel torn between wanting stability and wanting constant change, which makes you so interesting, pile number 5. Like, you have such diverse qualities about you. You love intensely. You travel sort of so freely. You love freely, but you like sort of your home comforts. You also like to just chill. I think you're just kind of you've got a chill vibe to you, but you've also got a fire in you. You are still very much a powerful being here. I'm just going to read something from the book here about this traveler's card, just to go a little bit more in depth here. The road you are on may be the road less travelled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way, you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. I think that speaks volumes, doesn't it? But what I'm also seeing here with the Druid card, hold the space. I feel like this isn't a time for you to make any hasty decisions, because maybe you are thinking about just getting up and packing up everything and leaving forever. But I feel like if you're feeling anxious about something or a certain opportunity, that it's better to sort of hang back, hold your space, and let things unfold as they will. You know, take action with what you need to take action with. It's, you know, be fearless and stand strong within yourself. But ultimately, you need to also just stand back, watch out, don't make any fast or sudden movements. You need to just trust in the process. You really, really do. Honour your inner knowing here, pile number 5. Because I think that you have a very strong intuition that you need to tune into. You have this higher awareness there with the High Priestess as well. You know, you have mystery, spiritual insight, maybe hidden talents. There's definitely this air of mysticism about you. No, but also this speaks to me like, don't deplete yourself too much. Maybe if you are working with your hands so much, again, whether you are working, if you are a masseuse, or maybe you work outside, maybe you are sort of like a gardener or some sort of, or anyone that works with their hands very intensely, you know, this could also be burning yourself out. So try not to burn yourself out too much. But, you know, I think your life's purpose really is to experience the world, to tell the tales of what you've seen, to learn and grow from within as you travel, getting distance from the external, but not getting distance from the internal, passing that wisdom on and using your hands. I just am feeling that you've got this healing power with your hands. So if you're not working with a profession that is using your hands to heal, it might be something that you could look into, because I'm just getting that as really, really strongly. All I see is hands, healing hands. You know, so again, if you are not doing something, maybe if you are already doing Reiki, you could start massaging, or vice versa, or just something where people will be benefiting from your hands. Your hands are just the vessel from which you give your positive energy and your healing. That energy passes through your hands. Okay, but it's, you know, it's not the be all and end all, but I feel like they're a very powerful part of you. So whatever that might be, maybe you're an artist. You know, you could be a very talented artist. And maybe that's what you're really great at, you know, you're really great at making things, modeling things. It could be an architect, something where you are creatively using your hands to do something. You know, and if you can incorporate travel within that, that would be amazing. You could be an amazing traveling masseuse, acupuncturist / Reiki healer / architect. I don't know. But, you know, you are the physical creators of this world as well. You are the creators, you are the travelers, you are the storytellers. You know, and that's a wonderful, wonderful quality that you have to you, and a wonderful life's purpose that you really have here, pile number 5. And you're going to bring so much light, enlightenment to people, intrigue, knowledge about the world, knowledge about healing. So much that you've got a lot of wisdom, and you have a lot of guidance, healing, physically and mentally and emotionally to give to people here, pile number 5. So really use that. And if you haven't travelled much, maybe it's time to look at branching out to do that, because I think that's something that really you are called to do. You are called to travel and to see this earth, see as much of this earth as you can. So if you're feeling like that, I think that this could be a great time to really implement that, put in this action, and get out and see the world and come back to tell the tales. Okay, thank you very much, pile number 5. I hope it resonated with you. If you enjoyed, please like, share, or comment, or subscribe to my channel, please. Very much appreciate all of your love and support. Thank you so much. If anyone would like a private reading, then please email me using my email in the description box below. I'll be back to do another pick-up card reading over the next couple of days, so keep an eye out. Thank you so much. Take care.